Hello guys, this is Grace Ofure, your real estate investment and your cash flow queen. Real estate investment opportunities in Nigeria, Lagos. What you need to know, you will get it on this channel. 1, documentation, opportunities, the don'ts, the do, everything about real estate investment. I am sure going to show you everything that you need to know, and that's why I want you to always stick around, subscribe, like, share my video, and ensure that you put on that notification button so when I drop a new video you would get a notification. So today, what are we talking about? We're talking about real estate investment opportunities, and I want to be talking about various opportunities, and so these videos are going to be coming weekly, every week, on various opportunities. So let's go into the land banking opportunity or land investment opportunity. Everyone knows that land investment is a good opportunity, but I need you to also understand all the various aspects of land investment that you can go into. There are lands in the urban area, there are lands in the rural area. So we're going to be talking about the urban area, the rural area, the advantages and the disadvantages of land investment in Lagos State. But I want to let you know that land investment is a good investment. In a place like Lagos, which we're going to use as case study. Why Lagos? Because Lagos, when it comes to land, has tendency to appreciate more than any other state in Nigeria because of the population that we have in Lagos State. And nothing will stop that population. It will continue to increase until Jesus Christ comes. So let's talk about the urban and the rural area. In Lagos, we have the urban area like Lekki Phase 1, Victoria Island, Ikeja, places that people are living, places that are highbrow, and we all know that the lands there, they are expensive. But then there was a time that these places were not urban, they were rural, because people bought into those kind of properties, and today they are making a lot of money. So let's now start from the rural area. When you talk about the Etiosa, the Bejuleki, the Epe, the boundary between Ogun State and Lagos, they are also very fantastic investment opportunities. But there are some certain things you need to know. Number 1, for you to make a lot of money when you go and buy land in Epe or you go to Bejuleki, you have to wait for a long time before you can get a lot of capital appreciation. The truth is, development is coming. And that is why people will always say, buy a land and wait. But sometimes, there are a lot of people that think that when you buy a land in a bed today, it will double their money tomorrow. Anybody that is telling you that is lying to you. Definitely, your money will double, but it will take some time. But that's an advantage because your money will definitely increase. The value will definitely increase. You have to just continue to pray that development come there fast, and it can happen for you. But then know from the one that when you are buying this property, there is a waiting time. When you sow a seed, harvest will definitely come, but it takes some time for the harvest to come. So don't let anybody lie to you that you are buying in Bejuleki and that tomorrow the money will double. It's a big lie. It will definitely double, but it will take some time. But there is a disadvantage in lands like that. Let me give you what I mean. A place that is developing, that people are not living in it, there is high risk area. Why is it high risk? It's high risk area because now that you are buying it, nobody is interested. So many things are not happening there. The government is not interested. The government is not talking. But then there will begin to be interest on the place when development come. And that is why there are some certain things you must look at before you buy into a rural area. Documentation. Documentation is key, because if your documents are top notch, they are good, even if you wait for 10 years, nothing will happen. You'll just be waiting to recoup and make a lot of money. But if there is no proper documentation, anything can happen. Guys, please quote me anywhere. Anything can happen. So it's sometimes you can actually go and buy no documents. You want to take the risk. You're a risk taker. It's fine. You know from the one that you're taking the risk, and anything that happens on your own, sometimes it can come out nice, sometimes it can come out And that's why I always say, if you want to take risk, someone that my appetite for risk is low, so I can do a 20% risk. That's my decision. Your decision can be 100% risk. It's fine by me. My own is just to let you know the truth. And these are some of the things you might not hear from marketers, for some people. But then, that's why you're following Grace Ofure. I would definitely open up the truth. 2 things you should look at: documentation and documentation. Are you hearing? 2 things: documentation and documentation. There are 2 types of documents that are good enough to hold for a long time. That one, you have comfort. It's what we call the gazette or the accession. A lot of people have been hearing gazette, accession, but today I'm going to talk about gazette and accession, and I'll tell you the implications. I'll tell you what can happen. I'll tell you some trick around gazette and accession, and I'll tell you also that the advantages of this document. What is gazette? What is accession? I'm going to really say it. I want you to know. A gazette will show, it shows the community or the village that has been granted accession. That means gazette come as a result of accession. So a gazette is like a newsletter showing that this village has been granted accession. This number of acres or hectares has been given to the villagers from the government, which means that the government can never come back to try and recover that land. It's a fantastic document. So when the government does that, the villagers can go ahead and begin to go and do C of O, begin to go and do governor's consent, which they don't do anyway. But you can buy and put your document to the next level. And the truth is, if you do that, you can keep that land for, no matter the years. You can leave it for your generation. They will come and they will meet that land. That is why it is not also very common, because the government know that once they give out that document and they do the newsletter showing that this portion of property belongs to these people, they can't come back. But guess what the issue is? A lot of people can say, I'm buying a land, it has a accession or it has gazette, I can keep it. Are you really sure it has? Okay, so this is how to know. When you are buying from anybody, there's a portion of land which is called a survey. A survey shows the length and the breadth of a particular property you are buying. The length and the breadth of a particular property. So it's showing the place you are buying. In a survey, there are 4 coordinates, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if a property has a accession or gazette, whatever you think you want to call it, it has to show that the gazette covers the 4 points of the land. Because sometimes you might not be able to buy the whole land. You are buying part of the land. So you need to be sure that your land allocation or the portion you are buying falls into that document. Because sometimes you can be buying a land and you are given a coordinate, and that coordinate is showing that the area has a gazette. Peradventure that this land that you are buying, your portion is outside of the gazette, then you do not have a land that has gazette. So because of that, you need an expert, you need a surveyor, and you need to find out the 4 points of the land, and the surveyor will tell you that he will take the 4 coordinates showing the east, west, north, and south, that these 4 coordinates falls into this land that is gazetted. So it means wherever they give you inside this whole land is gazetted. Because there are some trick, and this is what you will not hear. A land can have gazette in the front. Remember I said it is government that gives gazette and accession. So government can give a portion of the land, and at the back of the land, government has not released it. Or government can give the land in the back, and the front of the land, government has not released it. So when a land has a accession or it has a gazette, you must be sure that your own portion that you want to buy falls into. And that is why I will always say you need to do a survey. You need to do a survey, and your survey, you must ensure that your own coordinate number or your own survey falls into this land that is being gazetted. That is what you need to find out. That is what you need to find out. So I say that to say this: is that a land that has gazette, which it shows the community or a village that has been granted accession. So I'm saying that accession is a good document. I'm only saying that when you want to buy a land that has accession, because it's normally more expensive in a particular same location. Once a land has accession, it's more expensive. Be sure that your portion falls into the gazetted area. Yeah, be sure. And the only way you can be sure, because you are not a surveyor, you need to get an independent surveyor to go and check. Like in Perfect Residence, a lot of people actually brought in their surveyor, and I say my land starts from here and ends here, north and east, west and south. My land starts from here and ends here, and in this 4 corner you can go and take your coordinates from anywhere and go to lands and find out if the CFO covers everywhere. So it means that if you are inside that portion, anywhere you are inside, you will have an accession. What is the advantage? The advantage means the government will never come. Another advantage is that it will continue to increase in price because of the documentation. Another advantage is that you can leave it for a very long time, and whenever you are ready to sell it, your land will be there and you can make a lot of money. So my next episode, I'm going to be talking about the advantage of urban. But the truth is, the rural area will give you more profit in future than the urban, because the urban had profit when it was rural. Now it's urban. So that is what I'm going to be talking about in my next episode, on what you should buy, when you should buy, if you want to buy urban, why you should buy, and if you already have urban as your investment, why you should begin to think of disposing it and moving a bit further. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and tell your friends about Grace Ofure, because with me, you have nothing to worry about. When it comes to real estate investment in Nigeria, Grace Ofure is your go-to. Thank you.